दर्शन पावे श्यामल दर्शन पावे राधा शक्ति बिना न कोई श्यामल दर्शन पावे श्यामल दर्शन पावे आराधन कर राधे राधे काना भागे आवे ओह काना भागे आवे श्री राधे गोविंदा मन बदले हरि का प्यारा नाम है गोपाल हरि का प्यारा नाम है नंदलाला हरि का प्यारा नाम है श्री राधे गोविंदा मन बदले हरि का प्यारा नाम है जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला जय नंदलाला जय गोपाला
Nå, jeg etter der da. Så er det alle ja. Alle spillere kommer til. Good?
Nah.
Come down to me. Press down. You sit down, you sit down. And then you go. Good?
crazy thing happened just one time.
stand, please. Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ओम नमो भगवती वासुदेवाय। 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे. We are all here because we are celebrating the life of Vina. The most we can do is chant so that the vibration can go to her. Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram. Bolo means to say. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai
Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai. Bolo Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Right now we are in silence. So therefore you speak. Silence is the closest experience to God. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ab sab lab sab dan sab desa, Dev ke sagar saman karesha, Rama Rama, Rama Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare. Ab siva lab sab din sab desa, Dev ke sagar saman karesha, Sabai sulabh sab din sab desha, Sabai sulabh sab din sab desha, Sevak sagar saman kalesha, Rama Rama, Rama Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare, Rama Hare, Krishna Hare, Rama Hare, Krishna Hare, Rama Hare, Krishna Hare, Rama Hare, Krishna Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare. Sabai sulabh sab din sab desa, Sabai sulabh sab din sab desa, Sevak sagar saman kalesha, Sevak sagar saman kalesha, Rama Rama, Rama Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare, Rama Hare, 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 Krishna Hare.
Yeah. Get up though. Sana kayo na line na. Yeah. Bolye Rama Bhagwan ki jai. Everybody please stand as we begin. Having flowers prayed to Lord Krishna, who is the Remadi Master of all pictures, to whom you are offering your prayer and service this day, in honor of the departed soul. Om Pavitra Pavitra Sarva Vasangato Pivayashwari Pundarikapsyam Sabhaya Vyantara Shuchi. Om Ya Prithvi Bharavarnaya Divijay Sankrasita Shinmaya Samjata Prithvi Sali Ravikule Maya Manusya Vyayan Nishakrang Hasarakshasa Punaragad Brahmaswa Madhyam Sniram Kirtim Papa Harang Vidhaya Jagatam Tang Janaki Shang Bhaje. Put the flowers. Very good. Yeah. Say Hari Om Tat Sat 3 times. In Om Tat Sat, the entire creation coming and not outside of that. All you touch hand, eh? Om praise to Lord Krishna, Om Vishnu Nama Paramatmane Sri Puran Purushottamaya Sri Parameshwara Gyadi Brahmano Dvitiya Prarde Sri Shvedbara Kalmarisha Vishanti Tamim Kali Yuge Kali Prasam Sarane Jambu Dipe Jana Varsai Kadeshim. Give them that, and you put that. Yeah, hold it right in. You hold this one. Idang Sri Bhadrapad Mase Shukul Pakshe Idang Sri Amok Yogim Chaturdasyang Tithau Shani Vasare Idang Sri Shravan Dhanishtan Nashatre. Take your name in your mind and see name. Idang Sri Pitra Kalyanarthem Panch Putla Panch Bindanang Sankalpam Kuryatmam Karashe Atma Shanti Sankalpam Kuryatmam Karashe. Right. Put this out. Put it in. Okay, put on that. Go ahead. Hold it first. Yes. Chandanang Mayadhyante Savaputishtitam. Neck. Amogotramu Prisetani. Yaidang Motajalanyadai Gandhakshatang Mayadhyante Savaputishtitam. Give them through. Give them. Om Yaidang Motajalanyadai Gandhakshatang Mayadhyante Savaputishtitam. No lady to sing a bhajan for she? Yeah, lady? Yeah.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहते भगवान आते नहीं कौन कहते भगवान आते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं तुम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम कौन कहते भगवान काते नहीं कौन कहते भगवान काते नहीं वीर शबरी की जैसे खिलाते नहीं वीर शबरी की जैसे खिलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम राम नारायणम जानकी कौन कहते भगवान सोते नहीं कौन कहते भगवान सोते नहीं यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम जानकी अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम बनवारी रे जुल का सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे बनवारी जुल का सहारा दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे झूठी दुनिया झूठी बंधन झूठी है यहाँ माया झूठी दुनिया झूठी बंधन झूठी है यहाँ माया झूठी सास का आना जाना झूठी है यहाँ काया ओ यहाँ साच तेरो नाम रे बनवारी रे जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे रंग में तेरे रंग के गिरधर छोड़ दिया जग सारा रंग में तेरी रंग के मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे। दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाऊं हर चिंता मिट जाए। दर्शन तेरा जिस दिन पाऊं हर चिंता मिट जाए। जीवन मेरा इन चरणों में आशिक ज्योति जला रे। ओ मेरे बाह पकड़ लो शाम रे बनवारी रे। जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे। मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे बनवारी रे। जिनका सहारा तेरा नाम रे। मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे।
Vina was a mother to all. उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी पर उसकी जरूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरे सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी पर उसकी जरूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरी सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। इंसान तो क्या देवता भी आंचल में पले तेरे है। स्वर्गा इस दुनिया में कर्मों के ताल तेरे। ममता ही लुटाए जिसकी नयन ओ ममता ही लुटाए जिसकी नयन। ऐसी कोई मूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरे सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। क्यों धूप जलाऊं दुखों की, क्यों गम की गता बरसे। ये हाथ दुआओं वाले रहते हैं सदा सर पे। तू है तू अंधेरी पथ में हमें हो। तू है तू अंधेरे पथ में हमें। ऐसी कोई मूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरे सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। कहते हैं तेरे शान में जो कोई ऊंची बोल नहीं। भगवान की प्यास अभी माता तेरे प्यार के मुँह नहीं। तू है तू अंधेरे पथ में हमें हो। तू है तू अंधेरे पथ में हमें। सूरज की जरूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरे सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी पर उसकी जरूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरे सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी. We have never seen the face of God. When we see our mother, we have seen God.
Eulogy, yeah.
Do the eulogy now.
Yeah.
Sitaram, Namaste, Assalamu alaikum. Pleasant good morning to everyone gathered here today. I am Anil Rankisoon. I'm the eldest nephew of Miss Veena Ramkissoon. And on behalf of our family, I wish to thank you for joining with us today as we honor the life of our beloved aunt, sister, teacher, elder, and caring friend to so many in the community and the wider society as a whole. Parbattee Veena Ramkissoon was born on 1st of May 1947 to parents Harry Victor Rankisoon and Sonan Rambadan. She was the eldest child of 6 brothers. She grew from very humble beginnings in Barakpur. However, she was determined to succeed by her parents who instilled values of education, hard work, and dedication. She excelled in her studies and graduated to Naprima Girls College. There she continued to perform at top levels in academics and gain skills in the arts, sports, and cultural spheres. These skills would soon shape her future career in education. After secondary school, my aunt took her passion for education further by pursuing a career in teaching. She attended the Corinth Teachers College and absorbed every facet that went into becoming a teacher that would educate, inspire, nurture, and care for her students. After formally joining the teaching service, she served at many various primary schools before joining the Monkey Town Government Primary School, where her career would span many decades. As a teacher, she understood with great respect her role not only in the classroom, but towards the community and the wider society. She maintained that between the hours of 8 to 3, she was personally responsible for each and every student in her class. She ensured that the children followed her lessons and exercises, played safely during break times, ate lunch, and monitored them for any difficulties they may have encountered during the day. She often took children who had nothing for lunch or no snacks to the canteen, and she got them something because she knew children needed to have nourishment throughout the day, otherwise they could not, they couldn't follow. Miss, as she was affectionately called by almost everyone, was usually the last teacher to leave the school compound. She stayed back to ensure that all students received their transport to go home, even if it meant staying till the late hours in the evening. Even after the teachers and all principals and everybody has left, Auntie stayed there. Note this was a time before cell phones, so you could imagine the despair that children would have faced. But they knew once you were there, they were safe and they would make it home. In some cases, she would take children who may have been stranded to their homes in her own vehicle, even if it meant making trips. My aunt will also give extra lessons after school, free of charge to her students. She became one of the most respected teachers within her school, as she took pride in every school endeavor, both in and out of the classroom. For sporting and cultural activities, she was at the forefront, planning and mobilizing other members of staff and members of the community for various events such as sports days, bazaars, fundraisers, cultural programs, graduation ceremonies, just to name a few. She never shied away from her responsibilities as the way the school was concerned. Her drive and motivation was about doing the best for the children. She left incredible memories and lasting impressions on her students that when they became adults, they would jump at any opportunity to meet her, to speak with her, and to tell her of their accomplishments and their achievements. Many students, even after they finish secondary or even higher education, will still come here to seek a letter of recommendation from her for their job search. And I'm sure that those sincere handwritten letters that she gave many people gave them that extra edge to get the job that they were looking for. As a community figure, my aunt was highly regarded for her excellent skills in communication and public speaking. She hosted various functions with a clear and powerful voice. She gave countless speeches and feature addresses at weddings, religious gatherings, birthdays, holiday celebrations, sporting events, cultural events, graduations, memorial services, and the list goes on. She gave freely to charities and worthy causes. She empathized with those who were struggling and downtrodden. She never turned anybody away that came for her assistance, be it monetary or otherwise. Miss Rankisoon, as everyone knows her, loved people. She believed that everybody is somebody, no matter their circumstance. She saw the good in everyone, even if they couldn't see it for themselves. She would often say, "Now man, you're better than that. Pick up yourself, you can make it." And everybody has the opportunity to succeed. As our dearest aunt, she was our guardian angel. She took each and every one of us to school every day. And auntie never took sick days, so neither did we. But once we came home to this house, after school, this house here, this was our sanctuary. She allowed us the space to be kids, to play, to watch TV, to have snacks. And she was right there with us, enjoying our little play zone. Of course, once our parents came home, we had to run off to go home for less fun things like homework and chores. Auntie made every occasion matter for us. Every child's birthday was celebrated without fail, with full decorations, gifts, and birthday cakes. As she got older, she would grasp at any opportunity for a gathering, a party, or a celebration. Our weddings, her nieces and nephews, would not have been successful if we didn't have her guidance and her support. Her generosity towards her nieces and nephews was truly without limit. My aunt taught by her example. Her humility and patience was unparalleled. She laughed more than she cried. She shouted joyfully rather than angrily, and always made time for those she loved. Her sincerity, patience, and courtesy commanded respect anywhere she went. In any public service office, in any government building, wherever she goes, she would always greet every single one on her way in and tell everyone goodbye, have a nice day on her way out. And in so doing, she encouraged us to treat everyone with kindness and respect. My aunt loved life. She lived every day to the fullest. She embraced every phase of her life with passion, with purpose, and she lived without regrets. She was our beacon of hope, our shoulder to cry on, and now our memories of her will always be our safe space. We love you, Auntie. Thank you for everything that you are and will continue to be as we go on. I know many others will have a lot of stories and memories of her that we wish to share. I know this is just probably scratching the tip of the iceberg, but this is just my humble way of saying thank you, Aunt. We love you. Thank you. Sarah.
Mr. Surjbali, are you around? Would Mr. MC and absent?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. My name is Raymond Surjbali, and I had the pleasure of working with Ms. Rankisoon for 16 years at the Monkeytown Government Primary School. I see the principal and many of the teachers present here today. A true indication of the person that Miss was. As Annie would have read and would have expressed himself through the eulogy, it endorses everything that Ms. Rankisoon epitomizes. When I came to Monkeytown in 1991, some 34 years ago, at the age of 24, Ms. Rankisoon was 44. I saw her just as a teacher then initially, but as time progressed, I realized that she was more than a teacher. And those qualities that was outlined by Annie, and I had the pleasure of probably teaching all the nephews and nieces of Ms. Rankisoon. I continued working there, and every day I would have gained some more knowledge and insight as to the person Ms. Rankisoon was. When the end of the month came, as a matter of fact, when the end of the year came, and we had to sign our regularity and punctuality, Ms. Rankisoon's record, 0 minutes late and 0 days absent. I would say to her, I said, Miss Jamaica, very bad, because she didn't take any days off. Annie said she was the last to leave, but she was the first to arrive as well. She would be there at 7, and she would ensure that every child left the school, and then she would leave. But as we continued to work there, I would have seen some qualities that were so remarkable of Miss Rankisoon. Imagine, as a teacher, we were entitled every month to 2 hours off to go to the bank to get your salary. Miss Rankisoon never took that opportunity. So I said, Miss, how do you manage? When do you go to withdraw your money, your salary, to see you through for the month? She said, sir, when it's the holidays, I withdraw for 3 months one time. So she did not have the chance of going to the bank just so that she could be with the children. And if you were to check the amount of time that she would have given extra, all her days, 28 days a year, by probably 20, 30 years, as the extra service that she would have given to humanity. It is often said that service to man is service to God. And she would have excelled in her level of excellence in her delivery of her service to humanity. I was also amazed by her passion that she exhibited in taking care of the children. But one of the qualities I noticed in her, she sweated by her nose. Her nose, she would always sweat. I have often said that when a woman sweats by her nose, they tend to have a little temper. I would have seen that exhibited sometimes, because sometimes when she would swing her piece of cord, electric cord, she had a strap that she used to have wiggling around. By the time those children saw that, they knew what that meant. But very rarely did she really get angry, and if she got angry, it would have been for a just cause, and she would quickly return to her normal state. Whenever we were active in sports at the school, whenever we had sports there, Ms. Rankisoon is the first person I saw with a polka dot hat. Her hat would match her outfit. She had a little flair. She had a lot of flair and style in what she did. And she would come out and she would have her hat, and she would have her copybook, recording with children as they would take part in the various activities. She was there with us right on to the end. In 1995, when the school would have excelled in the SCA, we got 4 children in the top 100. She was so elated because she would have given herself, the entire staff would have worked extremely hard, and we would have written a wave of success following that, which I'm sure that the other teachers would have continued up to present. We have the principal of the school here with us as well, the present principal. So she would have enjoyed that level of success for a couple of decades until her retirement. And she always said to me, she said, sir, one day I want you to become a principal. because you have the qualities of a principal. And she lived to see that day. And she was one of the first to call me when I was appointed as a principal. And she congratulated me, and we kept communicating and so on. But the qualities that Ms. Rankisoon would have exhibited, you don't really find it in humanity people today. She had a genuine love for children, for people. It was genuine, it came from the heart. Nothing was too difficult for her to do. And I could go on and say so much about Miss, but it was truly a pleasure knowing her. It was truly a pleasure working with her. It was truly a pleasure interacting with her. Miss, you have fulfilled your calling. You have served humanity, and you have served humanity well. And as you go to your resting place, may you rest in peace. I think we have some other people who will be paying tribute, but it's only fitting if I call the current principal of the school, Ms. Sharon, to just say a few words, because I know she would have met Ms. Rankisoon on several occasions. Although she would have retired, Ms. Rankisoon would have retired, she continued returning to the school and giving herself and her service. Ms. Paddy?
Good morning, everyone. I came to Monkey Town Government Primary School on the 19th of April, 2023. 2 months after, the stately woman came into the office asking to speak to the principal. She made herself known to me. Of course, I am Mrs. Veena Ramkissoon. I said, pleased to meet you. She said, I just came here to see who's going to be taking care of my children. Well, I knew she meant business, because she sat there for about 2 hours, outlining the history, the past, the present, and even the future, because she was very much interested in our students, her babies, her children, talking to the present principal, right? But she just letting me know that those children were on loan to me. And in that conversation, her passion, her love, and the fact that she cherished the community of Parbattee was evident. She did it, it wasn't pretensive. You had to fall in love also, immediately, when she was expressing, and of course, don't feel she wasn't doing her detail. Yes, she brought out a little notebook, and she was asking me pertinent questions about where I would like to see the students and the school go. Take a look. Do you know about so, and she testing it, what about the teachers? Did you know? And I was able to fill in the blanks. Yes, so therefore I guess I passed the test with knowing the teachers as well, because they matter too. And of course she said, you know, there's this gentleman, and she went on to call his name, in the community. And I said, yes, I was able to chime in, and she said, Miss, you know, you passed your test. So I'm saying all of this to say that everything that has been said here in the eulogy is the truth. She really believed that service to man is service to God, and she embodied that. She never failed to contribute to any activity at Monkey Town Government. It grieved her heart that she was unable to attend the recent graduation, but she sent her love. And today I would like to pay tribute with great respect and honor to Ms. Vina Ramkissoon for all that she has done for the students of Monkey Town Government, and by extension the community of Parbattee. We love her dearly, and may she rest in peace. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Miss. It is very difficult when a brother or a sister has to stand and be part of the funeral of their loved one. At this point in time, we have one of the brothers, Sir Harry, and he is going to say a few words, sir.
Thank you. Welcome one and all to this solemn tribute here today. I am Harry Brett Brett Rankisoon, elder brother in the Rankisoon family. It is an honor and privilege to share a few thoughts with you today. Dudu, Dudes, Auntie, Vina, Miss Rankisoon. All these names represent one of the most beautiful and special person to all of us in different spheres in life. Vina Parbattee Ramkissoon was born on May 1st, 1947, the first child to Saman Ramadan and Victor Rankisoon at JP Road in Barco. She was the sister of Hari Krishna Shah and the deceased Kelo Tain and Chikas Rankisoon, sister-in-law of Kamala, Vina, Radhika, and the late Chandra Rankisoon. Vina attended the Inverness Primary and Naparima Girls College after her second passing and obtained her teaching diploma at Current Teachers College. Before starting teaching at the primary school, she was chosen by the principal of St. John's College to be in charge of reopening Gandhi Girls College in Vina, which is now today Shiva Boys Hindu School. Vina was appointed to the Clark Road Government Primary for a few months. After was transferred to her home away from home, Monkey Town Government Primary School, where she worked until her retirement in the year 2007. She became not a teacher there, but a mother, a nurse, sports teacher. And as you heard before, you will never forget the fancy of the blue polka dot and white dress. And the huge sombrero in every sport and school, every sporting school and community. She was also a lawyer, traveling officer, confident, and a sticker to discipline. Her school meant everything to her and remained that way until her last day. She loved to play the guitar and enjoy singing. She was a first-class seamstress and exceptional in everything she do. To all her cousins, they kept her in a constant single pedestal. To all her nephews and nieces, she was a beloved auntie. They knew that they could be naughty and still be loved all the same. They cherished her guidance, assistance, and understanding, and she was always in their best auntie. Her passing will create a void within them and will be extremely hard to fill, as she was their go-to girl all the time. As a child, Vina assumed the responsibility of taking care of our home. She washed and ironed our clothes, sweep the house, and as early as 12 years, she helped Ma cook while Ma went out to work. She cooked and studied at the same time. She and studying, at times, she fell asleep at the table many nights. She valued education at an early age in her life. She helped us all with our assignments and contribute to all of us being able to achieve education. She studied by the light of the flambeau since there was no electricity in those days. She had an infectious laugh and shook her hand and body as she gave little jokes like, Mary had a little lamb. His feet was white as soup. And into Mary's bread and jam, he put his little foot. And she will laugh and enjoy that. I remember another time she said, a teacher asked the class for somebody to say something to the class that will be exciting. So this boy get up and said, "Miss, I went down by the river and I saw her guitar and I run." So she said, "Well, what's so exciting about that?" He said, "Miss, if that had guitar the day in your tail, you'd have see excitement." So this is the kind of things and joke my sister used to share with us. Vina was the pride of everyone, especially family and relatives. Our uncle, aunt would visit us from time to time. They will value our ideas and opinion, and we will have a conversation long. I forget that we was there. She was there loving this and remains so up to today. Recently, Vina told me she wanted to say something to me. She said, "Beth, my strength is failing fast. I don't have the energy to carry on anymore. My feet can't hold smallness. I am like a shaft in the wind. My thoughts are summarizing the past and assuming the future. How was it in the beginning and how it will be in the end? No one can alter the orders of fate. I must concede. I cannot go on. I am giving up. My indomitable spirit has been broken. My desire to fight has withered in intensity. I must admit tomorrow is always playing on my mind. I want all of my rights to be observed so I can travel to the great beyond without any obstacle. I am not afraid. My goodwill and deed will outnumber anything less similar. My scroll of stewardship be revealed in front of God to answer for me. First time in 78 years, I am prepared to face my fate. I don't have time. I don't feel sorry for myself. What is done is done. The love and care I have absorbed in my heart will linger there until the peat no longer resides there. All these things might be trivial, but to us, we have lost a most special, loving, and caring person, our hero. She was a gem like no other. She exceeded beauty, decency, consistency, loyalty, and tranquility. She was proud of us all, our marriages and our children. As we say goodbye to this irreplaceable sister, I am reminded of the saying in 1998 by the late Mr. Edwin Sukram, past principal and SS1, and I quote, Miss Rankisoon is a queen of hearts of all children and parents of Monkey Town, the golden girl of our entire district. Those who have done more than your best, you will always be in our hearts. And I'm sure you will be among the angels in heaven. A quote from Abraham Lincoln, and in the end, it's not the years in your life that counts, but it is the life in your years. I thank you.
Well put together, some wonderful words expressing the person that Miss truly was. And when I look at the front cover of this program and this picture that we see here, this is how I knew Miss Rankisoon. As a matter of fact, I remember the outfit as well. It's still there. This is how I recall Miss Rankisoon. Sir Ramdas is here. He's going to say a few words. Okay, hold on, Sir. Shao wants to say a few words, another brother of our dear sister.
Good morning, everyone. Sitaram, assalamu alaikum for all the different brothers and sisters. As you would realize, in front of me there is no paper. I was never a good reader. I never liked to read, so subjects like literature and history was never my best subjects. English was the worst. So if during my contribution you hear illiterate statements or things like that, please bear with me. I crave your indulgence on those facts. I am the smallest of the lot, and I was always supposed to really and truly talk last. But I got a chance today. I lie down in my bed after my sister decided I had enough of you all. I have given you all that I could give you, and what have you. And I say, how could I sum up this gorgeous, great, beautiful, fabulous, fantastic lady in one sentence? And I said, she was an individual who never faltered, she never stumbled, and she never failed. And if anybody could tell me that one of those words or that definition of Miss Rankisoon is incorrect, well, so be it. But I couldn't see it any different. Now, there was a few little things, probably, I don't know if it was left out personally or indirectly. A lot of you all will know Miss Rankisoon, and so from the age of like 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 until today. I had the pleasure of knowing her all my life. And some people will not know, Miss Rankisoon was supposed to go to England to study. She was supposed to leave Trinidad, get married, and go to England. Auntie John will know what I'm speaking about. The family of Jasper. You know what she told the guy? She said, you see them 6 boys? Where I go, they go. And if you can't carry them, then you're not carrying them. She chose. She made that choice to see about us. But you know what is sad in life? It took one lady to make all of us happy. And it is sad when it comes to the end that all of us couldn't come together to make that one lady happy. And that is the kind of things that I'm not speaking today now, I'm speaking generally. That is the kind of thing we need to look at. Another thing that a lot of you all will not know, everybody, Mr. Surit Bali and company, you will know her as Miss. She was a principal before she became a teacher. After finishing secondary school, my mom used to work for a guy in San Fernando called Mr. Dipchan Maharaj. So you know that to help pay school fees for me to go to school. And he gave her a job and asked her to run the school in Pina, St. John's College, the building to the Shiva Boys College. And you know how life has a way of turning around? One of her niece is a senior staff member of Shiva Boys. So that was the kind of person she was. It didn't matter to she. Everything was about the people, everybody. She would always ask, what about Auntie Jan and them, all you call them? What about the Ramadan family on that side? Did we get to them? Do all of us meet them? What about the ones from Gas, San Francisco? Do we get to them? She would remember. Sadly, the smaller ones doesn't have that connection. And I'm asking all of you here today, especially the older ones, please introduce your siblings, the children, to the older ones, so that today, tomorrow, they will know who they are. Because if you don't know who you are, and you don't know where you come from, trust me, you don't know where you're going. And if you don't know where you're going, any road will carry you there. But this lady here was very specific in where she wanted to go, and how she wanted to go, and how she wanted to get there. The last thing I want to say that a lot of people don't know, I don't know if to say fortunately or unfortunately, when she started work and she had to go for pay, shall let me go. But I still feel good, because I get a car ride to go Sando. And I wonder if she go back Ali's double son boy. So your boy going. She'll go, she'll get him money. Let me go in Manning bookstore. I don't know how much of you all will know Manning bookstore. High Street. Correct. And she will go in the store, give me 6 pencils, 4 eraser, a dozen of copybook, 2 carbon pen. I said, dude, we're going to do that. She said, Shal, what you want to know? Them children come to school sometimes, they may have a pen to write by. And she will come home here and make me cut them pencils in half and sharpen them, and she will put it in a glass and she will carry it and put it in she cupboard. So when you come to class, don't tell miss, me I have a pencil or me I have a book. You know that she collect pay, come down the whole of High Street, buy things for the children in school. You know what she buy because she's that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I remember one day I picked she up from school, we didn't now buy the car. So I dropped in she and bring she back because she never liked to drive. She said, I'm in the car, and when I watch, I see tears running down. I said, what happened? She said, boy, I'm teaching them child, like them child, I want to learn, boy. That is the person she was. And to me, as I said in the beginning, I sum it up in one word, one sentence. She never stumbled, she never faltered, and she never failed. To me, when I failed exam the first time, it was the only time I really failed exam. And I come home and I said, dudes, well I failed. And she watched me and she laughed. She said, so when all one plant the rice, and it then what does do? I said, well we just plant it back. She said, well I don't talk. And one day, me and she sat down talking, but it was later on. And she told me, she said, you know it's fail? You know what is fail? I said, yeah, fail is when you're not up to standard and you can't do the thing. She said, no. Take this, put it in your mind. Fail is the first agenda in learning. When you do not succeed, you will know where you are and where you have to go. I think I have said enough, I have bored you enough, so I would just like to say, dudes, I always call you dudes from day one. Oh, one other thing, before I forget. When Mr. Rankisoon, as you all know her name was really Parbattee Veena Ramkissoon. When she passed to go to Naparima Girls, she named Parbattee Ramkissoon. No, you can't go to school there. Ma was working for a guy called Lionel Sukaran. And he said to her, if you want she did, she name had to change. So she birth certificate name is Parbattee Ramkissoon, but she Naparima Girls name was Vina Ramkissoon. And then she get in there. My father's name was Harry Rankisoon. In order to get in as a teacher in St. John's EC School, his name was Victor. So we know Miss Vina Ramkissoon, but it's really Parbattee Ramkissoon. Again, dudes, I wish you, wherever you go else from today, my heart will be with you. I know you will look over us. And not only over us at home here, but you will look over each and every one, whoever lives you have touched in whichever way. I know the heart will be hurting, but I would like to let you all know that you don't have to worry. She's in a good place. And may God bless you all as we go on. Thank you very much.
So you are Shala. Is your complete name Shalendra? Shala, okay, all right. Because everybody's names are short these days to suit the occasion. But he did allude to the fact initially that he doesn't, English, he never liked English. And if he made any illiterate statements, I think the only illiterate statement he made was that phrase illiterate statement. Well done, Shala, thank you very much. So,
Jai Shri Ram. This morning here, I know a lot have been said, and I jot down these points so that I don't talk long, because there's many things that we could say about Miss here. But I am here to represent, I'm one of her son, one of her child. And she came as another member of our family, the Satya Drishti. And from inception, she was one of us. She took part in Ram Leela, and I'm sure if you're living in Barrackpore, you know Ram Leela, because Ram Leela is very prominent in Barrackpore. And from its inception, Miss Rankisoon was at its helm. She was a narrator, and people used to wait for her night to come, for her, to listen to her narrate this katha that will be taking place in the field, in the Ram Leela field. And for years, without fail, she was there to, her oration skills was superb, and she entertained and she gave up her love until her eyesight, started to give her some problems, and she had to take a step back. And not only through the narration aspect, but she contributed to the puja, because she recognized that, and everybody here was saying that she's a karma yogi. She recognized that service to man is service to God, and she would contribute to the pujas. And for the last decade, for the last 10 years, I'm sure everybody who passes here knows Ms. Rankisoon is being she boots and taking care of she flowers and she plants. So for the last 10 years, we have been using her plants at our Ram Leela site, on the Ram Leela field for decoration and for props. And if you have attended our yajna for the last 2 decades or so, you would look forward to meeting Ms. Rankisoon at the door with the arti and the tikka, and she would smile and welcome you and give you a hug and put you to sit. She was that type of person. She was a very important person in the family of the Satya Drishti. She had this beautiful smile, this infectious smile, that when she gave you a hug, all your problems that you had and whatnot, you just forget about that. She comforted you. She comforted you. And her company was comforting. Miss, this life, this journey was a very successful one. You aced it. And I'm sure in the next one, it will be so. Because, like her brother was saying, she made sacrifices. She had to change her name in order to get employment or to get an education. She made that sacrifice, but she didn't lose herself. She remained a Hindu. She remained a strong community person, and she remained true to herself and her faith. I thank you for being that strong person that you were, because your strength has been transferred to all of us. And today, I can stand and be strong with all the love and care that you have given to me and my children. And on behalf of the Satya Drishti, our family, we bow to you and we pay reverence. For we have done good karma to be in your presence. Jai Shri Ram.
Thank you very much. We now have Bhajan by the group.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंदी का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंदी का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु के प्रात का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण, है आत्मा च प्रभु को सौंप दे, तू सारा जीवन। ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, स्वर ले अभिवादन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज नहा ले, परम पिता का प्रेम पत्र बनकर तू शुभ वर पाले। ओ किरण किरण को मिरग नयन से, ओ किरण किरण को मिरग नयन से, हो जाए मन में मगन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंदी का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंदी का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, 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 अब चल कर ले मिलन।
Thank you very much. Mr. Rankisoon, former principal of the Kunjal Government Primary School. He will have also worked at the Monkeytown Government Primary School. A neighbor of our dear mother, somebody who she would have loved dearly as well, is going to come at this point in time to say words. Smile.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning, everyone. The fact that you are here this morning means that Vina was important to you, and you felt it important enough to be here to pay your last respect. Thank you. Some of you will know me in the academic circles as Diana. Those in the village will know me as Aaron. And if you see me shaking a little bit, this is an emotional moment for me. Vina was my neighbor, my mentor. I had the pleasure of working with her at Monkeytown Government as well. But more importantly, sharing time with her as a neighbor and a friend is what I cherish most. I remember, just like Charles said in his conversation, talking about academic success, and after sharing minds with my parents and those in my family, Vina would be the one I would run across the road, and she always had positive things to say. Our community has lost a leader and a mentor. So many people would have been made better by her leadership, and she interacted with them. I want to share, it's more like a theme this morning, where we're talking about her early life. And Brett alluded to when she went to Naparima College, Naparima Girls High School. And just a few days ago, he shared something with me, and I told him, I said, listen, when that time comes, share it to those who are present. And I thought that I would have told it in his speech, but maybe it was too emotional for him. And I will share it with him. Brett told me that Vina was the only person he knew who passed common entrance twice. You might be wondering, well, how did that happen? When she wrote common entrance back in the 60s, and she was placed in Naparima College, the principal at Naparima College, seeing that the child is from Barrapo and her name is Parbattee, said she cannot come to this school. She had to go back to Inverness. She actually wrote the exam at age 11 and passed. She went back to Inverness and wrote again. And she passed again for the same college. And the same thing happened. They refused to take her. And Brett told me, he said, back then, the representative for Naparima, we were in the constituency of Naparima then, Lionel Frank Superan, Vina's mother, Sanan, went to him, and he wrote a strong letter addressed to the principal of the high school. And of course, Mr. Superan had some weight. And that is how she actually got placed and was accepted. He also talked about her first uniform He said when they went to the store to buy the uniform, the clerk showed them two different materials. He said this one is the cheaper one and this one is expensive. And he said his mother chose the expensive one, and she bought enough material that the same skirt is what Vina wore throughout her school life, her secondary school life. And to top it off, he said when she actually got the first appointment as a teacher, Vina took that same skirt and remodeled it to make a skirt for her to go to teach. That's the kind of person she was. There are other things I had planned to say, but I will close now. And I will say on behalf of all the members of our community, thank you, Vina. You've been a leader, a mentor, a guide to all of us, and we wish you well on your journey.
Thank you very much, Diane. The first time I'm hearing about her writing twice and being refused, it's a very sad thing that people have just heard here. I hope and pray that it doesn't continue, because that's unfortunate. Mr. Lanchan will say a few words as well. When Mr. Lanchan is finished, we'll have a brief period of time where we will have the floor open for those who want to say. And I would really like if some of the students who pass through the hands of Ms. Rankisoon, and see Harold at the back there, Harold, nice to see you. Some of the students, if you can come and express some sentiments. Brief, of course, because we have the religious part to continue before we proceed to Buddha's funeral home. So think of it, and when we conclude with Mr. Lanchan, we will ask a couple of people to pay their tributes again. Sir?
Anadinudeva Shankachakra Andri Kundri Kapshi Prita Muksha Praduva Prita Muksha Praduva Prita Muksha Praduva. Today is a happy day. Today is a happy day. God has never made a sad day. Our experiences makes it happy or sad. Happiness is momentarily, sadness will also appease over a period of time. It takes a little longer than happiness. And with the sentiment that was echoed for the entire morning, it definitely will. God say, there's a saying, let go and let God. We as mortals, we cannot let go. We hold on. We hold on to everything. Why? Because it benefits us. Sri Satyasai Baba says, the hands that serve is better than the hands that pray. Oh, the sentiment that was given, it says it all. You know, sometimes we hear speakers say, all these things are not needed because in Sanatana Dharma, we believe that we strive for moksha or liberation. We do not know how much baggage will come with. You know, when you're traveling, we have baggages, right? And sometimes we have to leave back some of the baggage when we reach the airport because it's too heavy. Vina do not have any more baggage. She have left all. And she have left all of us. She wanted a song that was just sung. And there's a saying, we all listen to birds. And we like how this whistle beautifully. And look how nice the bird is singing, how nice the bird is whistling. But no one knows the cry of the bird. No one knows the cry of the bird. What is that bird? Who is that bird? Who is that bird that is crying? It's the Atma within, trapped into this body. Chaurasi lakh, 8.4 million species of life. It is said that we have gone through from a stone to a plant, from plant to an animal, and from an animal to this human being. It is said that we pass through this world once, make the best use of it. We are here for just for one day. Then they said after this is judgment. The soul takes 48 minutes. 24 minutes after death, after the soul leaves the body, to meet with the Maker. And 24 minutes to come back. Because if we have to travel to San Fernando, it will take the same time to go and the same time to come back. So just as the soul takes 24 minutes to meet with the Maker, that is a trip that all of us will have to go through. And you know what's the purpose? Then we will see our entire life. We choose our life before we were born, and we see it when we die. We choose the family, we choose everybody, we choose our parents, and I want to live with that family. And when we are in the womb of our mother, upside it down, we cry to the Lord, "Oh Lord, let me out of this dungeon, that when I come out, I will serve you daily." But when we come, we meet our friends and many others, and we forget the vow, forget the pledge that we had made to the Lord, and we go astray. There's a version that says that now, when the bow is broken, now when our clothes are tainted, it means that when our character are tainted with sin, how can I face you with a dirty shawl? But the cry is that when we go to the Lord, that 24 minutes, and we see our lifespan, if the scale is too much on the negative, we rush back into the body. Now how many of us will look at the body 48 minutes? And if you look at the body constantly, and the soul has gone through trauma, then the body will start to jump like Junjuni, and you'll see the body jumping. That is when the soul is trying to trample back into the body. And it's too late, shall we, to cry. Chaurasi, God will not ask you how big house you have. Have you had time to accommodate any one of them? What about a big car? Have you stopped to give a ride? If you do not have a car and you do not have a big house, you have two hands. Have you lent a hand? Vina has lent not two hands, many hands, as we have heard. And the last words that the Lord will say, why have you taken so long to come? From God we came, and to God we shall return. While the bird is singing, Pinjare ke panchi re, tera dard na jaane koi, tera dard na jaane ko, pinjare ke panchi re, tera dard na jaane ko, tera dard na jaane ko, बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे भीतर भीतर रोए तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई तेरा दर्द न जाने को कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे विधि में तेरी कथा लिखी आंसू में कलम डुबोए तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल की चाले रे ये पत्थर का देश है पगली कोई न तेरा हो तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को. Now the soul has left the body and the bird is out of the cage. And we here are the ones who are fighting to get out of that cage. And it is said that when the roll is called up yonder, I don't know if you will not be there, but I will be there. In the Bible it said 10. Every moment after is extras. Check the amount of extras that she has. Right? 47 and 53, I will just count it for you. Is 2000, right? And 25. Add it together. 78. So, Kui, Sitaram, I leave that for you to wonder.
Thank you very much, sir. So we will leave the floor open for a few minutes before I hand over to G. If there is anyone who would like to come and pay some tributes, some brief tributes to our dear mother or dear sister, or dear student or so whom she would have touched your life and so, you are free to do so at this point in time.
Good morning, everyone. Well, my name is Nisha Broderick, and Miss Rankisoon was my standard 4 teacher, common entrance class. But I caught her eye when I was just in standard 1, because I did an art piece that she and her brother, Tien, judged, and she always said, since then, you know, you have such an eye for detail and design. And today, well, my job involves that kind of thing. But Miss, anywhere she saw me, she never forgot my name. And she will always give me a big hug. But something she taught me that remained with me. She said, anytime your work is hard and your chores is too much, just sing. And it was tested and proven today that your work becomes really easy when you listen to music and you sing. It's much better, it's more bearable. And she used to say, when she came home from school, when she was in primary school, she knew that she wanted to be a teacher. She used to beat them posts and teach them the alphabet. Yes, she was a fantastic teacher that made a real big impact in this community and in my life. And I would say I was really, really privileged. And today, I just want to say that I know that this community, we had a treasure in her. and we will miss her.
Hello everyone, pleasant good morning. Assalamu alaikum. So my name is Parbattee. For those of you who do not know me, I was a past student of Miss Veena Ramkissoon, and I was also a past student of Mr. Raymond Sturgevalley as well. Right? So I won't be long, maybe about 2 minutes maximum. So within my years within Monkey Town, she would have always said that I would never have settled down, right? And for those of you who don't know, I never used to eat my lunch. And Mr. Rankisoon, so while assembly used to be going on the outside, I used to always paint. Now, when I heard of her passing, this memory came to me. And when I paint, she used to always have her newspaper. So every morning she used to stop by Ramu to get her newspaper. So when she got her newspaper, she found me. I remember I would have lost, I don't know, when you paint, you know what's happened, right? So I painted and she found me, and when I get back up and I was alive and whatever, right? So, you know, we would have always had good memories of her at Mongiton Government Primary School. She was a stalwart. She was loving, you know, all what she would have taught us. I don't think I would have ever gotten licks from her, but the love that she would have portrayed for us, you know, it will always remain in our hearts. And our community, we will miss her. We love her dearly. She used to carry us to school. I remember this one time as a surgery when I wrote essay. Well, my mom didn't know where I would have gone, right? So this time I want to play cricket. I went Bodna to play cricket, and I remember my mom gave me a roti and something to eat, and well, of course I never used to eat, right? And she was there and she said, you have to eat, how will you get the energy to go to play? I think I would have eaten, but my mother, she was worried, but when she heard Miss was there, you know, she was okay because Miss was there. And I just want to admonish you all to continue to live in love, you know, because she would have taught each and every one of us that, and she would have hugged us, she would have kissed us, and she would have wanted us to be better and better persons to our community. I stand before you today as a qualified teacher, not to boast of anything, but to boast and say that I'm a teacher as well as I am a member of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. And before I went into the service, she was most proud that I was going to become a police officer. And you know, she would have taught us one thing, and that one thing is to serve our community and to be there for each other, be there for our family, and be there for our friends. There is no greater service than love. So I thank you all very much.
Are you a teacher police or a police teacher? You know, are you a police teacher or a teacher police? You know, as I stood here and I listened, I remember vividly the trouble she used to give in terms of eating and so on. But those of us who are educators, when you realize the students who you would have taught would have excelled and come up to talk, then you realize you're getting old. You're getting old. Anybody else? Another one of our students, also a teacher, right? So then, those of us as teachers who would have taught these students probably did something good, that they themselves became teachers, correct?
Sitaram, good morning, assalamu alaikum to all. My name is Nicole Lakshman Nalu. I would have known Miss Veena Ramkissoon before I even entered Monkey Town Government. The reason being, she taught my siblings and she taught my mom here at Standard 2 level in 1978. Miss Veena Ramkissoon even taught me at Standard 2. And you know, being a teacher myself today, I always find a level of comfort in teaching the Standard 2 level. Being here today, I am telling myself, now I realize why. She would have left that mark on me, that, you know, teaching me, being there for me, that care that she gave to me while I was in Standard 2. I only hope that, as a young teacher now, in my many years to come, I hope to be half the teacher that Miss Veena Ramkissoon was to me. I know that she left a legacy that we all hope that, we can fulfill in some way or the other. She left a mark on this community of Parbattee. And I really hope that, we can live through her. In whatever way we give, whatever we do, we can, show some sort of appreciation for the teacher that Ms. Rankisoon was. So with that being said, I know I'm not taking long, so with that being said, may Ms. Rankisoon continue to rest in everlasting peace.
Good morning, everyone. I was very fortunate to be taught by this wonderful lady. In Standard 2, way back in the year 1978. She has left a mark in me that will go with me until my last day. She was not only a dear teacher, she was like a mother, a friend. I remember her, there was an issue with a relative, and she said, that child is not bad, that child just needs some guidance. So that is the type of person she was, always loving. Anywhere she sees us, she would come and hug us and ask about all of my family members, my siblings, my children, my parents. When my mom passed, she was there at the funeral. She was such a loving person. And I remember she coming to our home to make sure that everything was okay with us, because I come from a very big family. And she would want to know that all of my siblings were okay. So with this, she would always be remembered. And yes, according to her, that strap she had, I respected it very much. So I wouldn't be able to taste that strap. Yes, I respected that strap very much. So I know there are a lot of persons who want to speak after me, but to me she was like not only a teacher, a mother. And when my daughter was in current teachers college, she told me, she said, let me give you some advice. Wherever they place your child, allow her, let her go, because if she doesn't, she will be blacklisted. And I thank you very much for that advice, miss. And I know my daughter will live a legacy that you have left for her. Thank you.
Thank you very much. When we came to Monkeytown in 1991 and we met Miss there, she was very actively involved in sports and assisting our young men and women to excel. And one such individual is a gentleman standing next to me. I think I told her. Horrell, I remember him clearly, possessed great football skills. And when we saw the potential, and Miss saw the potential, she said to us, we have to help this child to see how far he can reach. And when I saw him there, my mind clearly went back to those days when Miss would have gone out of her way to ensure that the true potential of this young man was realized. And we're happy to have him here with us, and I'll ask him to say a few words.
Sitaram, Salam Alaikum. Good morning to one and all. I went to Monkeytown School. I know Miss Rankisoon as a mother to me. Vice growing up, she was always good to me, always active in sport. She never showed anybody no favoritism. She was very professional and she loved sport. And this was really shocking to me, and this is one person I will always continue to miss, is Miss Rankisoon. And although she retired and she was out of school, anyway she see me, she see my kids, she was always friendly to them. And she will really be missed. And I don't believe that you might get another teacher like Miss Rankisoon. You'll get a next teacher, but not like this Miss Rankisoon. So, thanks everybody for everything.
Well said, Harold. Mr. Weston?
Good morning to each and everyone. My name is Moving Weston. I grew just in the back there. You know, I want to say something this morning, all of us that is here. This part of Parbattee to us is one of the greatest places I believe a person who had the opportunity to live could have lived in. Ms. Rankisoon is one of the neighbors in the village. We heard the many tributes that have been paid already that made here what it was. This plot of ground was like our community center. All the young men in the area, the efforts that was made to take us off the street in those days, marijuana was now coming in, young men was now drifting at a rapid pace, and because at this spot of ground, one of the places in Parbattee, many of us was taken off the street unconscious to us. Remember Tain, Ranki, Shab, Brother Kello, different ones, is because of them we came to fall in love with the game of football. And one of the things I want to say this morning is, sometime before they get up, we would be here in the morning, whether it's a big tennis or there was a big open dining room upstairs, there was a television there. Sometime when they get up, the television would be on already because here was like home to us. But the outstanding thing with that was Dudu was someone who always stood out to us. You know, as young men coming up, growing up in a village, there would be a lot of women. But something that stood out to Dudu is her character. I don't know how many might disagree with me, I believe all will disagree, but she is one of the most beautiful living human beings we have known. We believe she could give any good movie star competition. I think it's only a blind man might doubt what I'm saying. But what stood out with us is, from since we have known her, is the way that she kept herself, the character that she left this life with. We sit at home sometime and tell our children, well, to them stories, because when we start to talk about the times we had in Parbattee, the people we go around, the different activities, they sometimes just watch us as though we are making things up. And we are thankful for the people that God had allowed us to grow with. I want to say this softly. From the junction to, I think, School Hill is one of the places we never really know racial discrimination. Somehow we have been afforded the grace to live in a true neighborhood. And one of the persons that helped make it that way, today this is under her, but the character that we saw displayed in her, the way that she looked out for our children, she taught me, that was back in ADC. And recently we had something home, most of my nieces and children came through Daily High School. So at the end of it, when the last child wrote her exam, I and my brother-in-law was thinking we should have done something for the teachers at least to show our gratitude. So we gave each one of them to choose one teacher that stood out through the whole school term. They had the choice of one teacher. And we, the elder ones, we always keep telling them about the teachers who taught us. So we had a choice, all of us had a choice of choosing one teacher. And every one of the family members, I want to say Sophie, it was 15 of us, it's about 10 now, but each of us chose her to be there as a teacher who along our life journey was a role model, was an example, was one like a great mother. I know I heard Shalom better speaking, and so one of the things sitting there started coming to me. In those days of teaching, teachers never used to teach for money. Teachers used to teach to make students. In those days, a teacher was like a sister, a mother, an aunt. They were more than just a teacher. And we trust that the legacy that she had left would be something that would be copied and it would never leave the school system. We know you can't just copy something. It took a lot of sacrifice for her to be what she had been in life. But we are thankful today that we all could stand and have something pleasant to say about a life that had been well lived.
Thank you very much, Mr. Weston. Mr. Weston is Miss Eastern neighbor. All right, so he lives right to you. Was. Okay, lovely. Anyone else? Because we want to wrap up this session and we want to...
We want to ask two more people, and I'm asking my cousin from Gasperlo, please, if you could, in case all you don't know, this is Rana's sister. She will give us a little thing from the Gasperlo section, and then we'll have somebody from the other cousins from the San Francisco area that will bring a little speech for you.
Sitaram, good morning everyone. So sad to be here this morning. Vina Dudu, as we know her, she always was such a guiding light in my life. I will never forget her, no matter what. On behalf of all the cousins who can't be here, and my sisters in Canada, and Rana, who couldn't be here this morning, I would just like to say that we love you and we will miss you. Thank you.
Thank you. Sit down, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I've already been introduced. I'm from San Francisco, and this is my pretty lady. She was there for my wedding. My lovely wife Emma is in the congregation. So what can I say about, we call she Tati Dudu, right? She was always there, be it what, no matter what. Always there with the family. In San Francisco, I can remember the days of Solo and Brigo, and then we had fellas from Latru, Lectra, Mabu, Tati Jahun. I see my other pretty lady sitting down right here, Rana Mavi. Those days we were little kids, and they were the pretty ones. They still remain pretty, we are saying them. Let me tell you a little thing about Auntie Dudes for my wedding. 1981, she started to dress, and those days was Jamajora. When they put that bamboo thing on your head, it's pressure for you. And she come and say, no, all I have to rub it differently, together with my mom, who is Jinsey. So I think that she grew up with all our aunts, and she patterned their lifestyle to them. Her life was school, 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 and school. Everything was school, but yet she had the time for her entire family. Shal, I can't remember all of them. I know Brennan, the big one, Kello. So you see, the family kind of, I think Shal made a statement that long ago, the elders was to make sure that we keep the family intact. Each one know everyone, this cousin know that cousin. Nowadays that don't happen. So what I can say is that maybe it's a lesson for all of us to learn. I was just talking to Puri in the background there. And maybe families, talking general right now, we are now the elders, so we should let our children know who their cousins are, who their aunt are. Take that time and visit them. You know, most of the time we take a flight and we go to America, all about the places.
But right here in Trinidad, you have your loved ones that you don't know. And you don't even spend time with them. And I see Ching Power, she was a partner in crime long time in San Francisco. But I had a different story. So on behalf of the entire squad from San Francisco, I seen Tanti Beatty, I don't know which part she is. Alright, I seen she down in the corner because Tune was there for her birthday recently with Rana and everybody. So the entire squad from San Francisco, on behalf of all of them, I want to wish my pretty lady in her final journey, for she only will know where she's going, not we. Our scriptures tell us a lot of things. Different scriptures will tell you different things. But it's only the day that you die, you will know where you're going. And the thing about it, you don't come back and tell nobody. You see somebody die and come back and tell you, then you go have proof of the scriptures that this is where we're going. But we have to have something to hold on to. And that is what faith is all about. That is why in our dharma, in our culture, in our way of life, there is unanswered questions. And we must have the quest to have that full belief. Yes, there is life after death. But we know, right? So one day we go find out. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Just before we conclude this part of the program and hand over to the pundit, there are many of Mr. Rankisoon's colleagues who would have taught during the era that she was here. For one reason or the other, they could not have been here this morning. Some are abroad, some challenges with their health and so on. But this morning we recognize the condolences expressed by Mrs. Mali Mahadev, Mrs. Ramhari, Ms. Bipat, Mr. Misir, Mr. Ranji Prasad, Ms. Ramcharita, who would have worked as well with Ms. I know Ms. Ramrup, I would have seen her here somewhere. Yes, Miss would have spent a number of years. Did we omit anyone, Miss? Did we leave anyone out at that time? Yes, Ms. Ramkaran. All of them would have spent a number of years working together with Ms. Rankisoon, and they would have sent their condolences in one form or the other. If you would have passed through my hands as a teacher, there was two particular songs that I always had in my records, and Miss would have taught me these songs. From this valley they say we are going. I won't sing it, I'll say it as a poem. And in a cavern by a canyon, excavated for a mine, dwelt a mine of 49ers and his daughter Clementine. Girls, you all remember that song? That was the song I owned. 1 week we will do Red River Valley and 1 week you do Clementine, and we kept changing it like that. This would have taught me that. And it's only fitting as she leaves this earth to go to another part of her journey that we sing this song for her. From this valley they say we are going. And Clementine, Miss Rankisoon, sister-in-law of our dear sister. When those songs echoed through the classrooms of Monkey Town government, there was unison in one chorus and everybody would have joined in because the words were so known to every one of us. And this was instrumental in teaching us together with Ms. Ram. So, Miss?
Thank you, Mrs. Rujwali. Good afternoon to everyone. We have just changed some of the words. We have just
some of our teachers from Monkey Town, you can come and help with the song. I know some of you will have been here. Miss, you will sing from there?
Okay, well, we will hear you there.
Kenny, you want to come and help us? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. This song, Red River Valley, this was a request made from Anil. And well, Mr. Suraj Valley want Oh, my darling Clementine. And look, we're getting the singer, our next singer at Monkey Town Government. Good morning, Mr. Kenny. Okay. From this valley we know that you are leaving. We shall miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For we know you are taking the sunshine that has brightened the pathway for a while. You have loved and touched the lives of many. You have cared enough to always be there. You will always be cherished by so many. As we grieve, as we bid you adieu. From this valley we know you are leaving. We shall miss your bright eyes and sweet smile. For we know you are taking the sunshine that has brightened our path for a while. In a tavern, we started this thing back. In a tavern, as waiting for a mile, well to miner, 49er, and his daughter Clementine. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. You are lost and gone forever, dreadful sorrow, Clementine.
I think we still remember it.
Thank you all these songs. I know everyone of you passing the Monkey Tongue would have said, well, you all will know these songs. And you know what? She makes sure that I know it too. One little thing I want to add here, just a sentence, two sentences. When I was talking to Vina one day, and she held my both hands. And she said, because we used to come and give her medicine, because Kamala had so much, Annie, the whole Barako family had so much, and we were further off, so we had less to do than Shalini and all of them here. And she held my both hands, and she said, you know, you are a strong lady, you know, I know that you're strong. She said, but when it comes to death, you are weak. She said, so here what I want you to do, I want you to start preparing yourself. She said, because I cannot come back. She said, I am leaving you, and I want you to be strong. And today I know that we are all being strong for her, because, I mean, we can't help it. If we don't do as she say, we know what we will get. So, we are being strong for her, and I want all of you to be strong too, and thank you all for being here. Oh, by the way, excuse my voice, I just getting over something.
This morning I felt deeply honored and privileged and humble at the same time to be afforded this privilege of doing this part of the function. Miss, you have fulfilled your duty, you have fulfilled your calling. You have done a great service to humanity. May you rest in peace. I now hand over to the Pundit to continue the rest, and then we proceed to the question. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
बोलिए रे माँ भगवान की जय, सर्वपितन की जय. Bereaved family, ladies and gentlemen, children. After hearing the various speakers and the wonderful bhajan by the ladies, and the men, wonderful bhajan, meaningful bhajan, and the wonderful talk and speeches by the various members. I don't know what to say, but I want to say one thing. Everyone talk about the teacher she was. She was one of my godchild. When over 40 years, I think I christened them. How much brother all you have? Six brother I christened one day. And she was small. Over 40 years now. Her mother told me, Baba, when I done christen these 6 boys, he said, you have to christen this girl because she grudging, you know. So I christened she after the 6 boys. But she had the greatest regard and respect for me all the time. So I want to say, let me hope the present teacher and present principal of Trinidad and Tobago take pattern from her and take out a leaf from her book and practice that and become better teachers and better principal and better human beings. And don't let the children fight like dogs in school, eh? Because you have police with guns this time in every school. So careful of the children, talk to them. Teachers and principal especially. I wouldn't say much have been said. We will left here in the next 15 minutes. It is said by the great masters and philosophers, यहाँ बड़े बड़े महाराजा हुए, बलवान हुए, बेजवान हुए, पर मौत के पंजे से केवल कोई रास्ता में आके बचा न रहा. In this world existed great king, great prime minister, great president. Let's follow all of them. Let's have no respect for the president or the prime minister. Bidwan, in this world existed men and women with 26 letters as degree behind their name. Let's follow them with all the degree. You have no respect for your degree, or your class, or your color, or your creed. Balwan, there was men with 10,000 elephant power in one hand, not horsepower, elephant power. Let's follow him with all his power. Once you come, once you're born, you have to die. So after birth is death, and after death is what? Both. The same soul is going through the rounds of birth and death according to karma or deeds of the individual soul. And we are here born in the human world. This is called ritual of the wall of death. There is a wall on top and there is a wall below. We can either go up through karma or deeds or go down to the imperishable hell. Because on every human shoulder there is 2 recording secretaries. According to the Guru Puran, Lord Vishnu says, one is called Kshetra and one is called Gupt. Kshetra and Gupt is recording the good and the bad deeds in every life. And as you see, Miss Ramkissoon, she facing south. The whole of the picture is on the south. If she stand up now, she facing south. So these boys will offer water and food and strad and so on, and them facing the southern direction. The whole of the picture is on the south, and the whole of the divines is on the east. It is said again by Lord Krishna in the holy Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Vasamsi Jirnan Yathavihaya Navani Grihnati Naroparani, chapter 2, verse 22 and 23. Go and check it in the Gita. Lord Krishna says, Arjuna, as a person changes the worn out old clothes, put on new clothes, so too the soul changes bodies. When the soul fed up with this body, just give it up and attain a new body immediately. She is right now in a spiritual body, big like the thumb finger, witnessing everything and hearing everything in a spiritual body, and seeing everything, hearing everything, and witnessing everything. And after the first 1 hour, 13 days, 1 hour, she will get a new body, big like the hand, 2 feet long. Spiritual body, knowing and seeing and hearing and witnessing everything. And as Alshan said, very experienced, he is also a teacher, or was a teacher. Yeah. He says it takes 48 minutes to go to Yampuri and come back, 24 minutes to go to Jamraj, God of Death. And it takes the soul 24 minutes to come back, that's 48 minutes, less than an hour, eh? 3/4 hour. And now that soul is grieving. The soul is grieving, why? The soul wants to go back in that dead body. That is the old house that he or she have left. The grieving to go back, why? Because they had seen that they did not do anything that a human being ought to have done. They have wasted the precious God. And the grieving now, they say, if I go back in that body, I will start to do good from now. But it's too late. Lalshan said time pass. It's too late to check up too late. So do all the good thing and the possible good thing while living. Nothing is done after that. So the person changes the worn-out old clothes, so too the soul changes bodies. And no weapon can cut the soul, weapon could cut the body, and they shoot it and throw in every day. They shoot in 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and throw in every day. And there is no law in Trinidad. Look where law have gone to. Nobody maintain law. So weapon cannot cut the soul, weapon could cut the body. Fire could burn the body, not the soul. No power to destroy the soul. You left it here in the yard, the wind can evaporize the body, go up in vapor. In 6 months and you only get bone frame, skeleton. The wind can evaporize the body, not the soul. Water can drown the body before the person drowns, the soul run gone. So no power to destroy the soul, because the soul is eternal, everlasting, unborn, imperishable, part and parcel of God. Okay. And I wish to thank all the speakers who did wonderful speeches, especially teachers and principals, etc. And the bhajan and those who sing bhajan assisted me very much. I wish to thank everyone. I wish to ask you to stand and stretch your leg as we do the final bhajan and the final prayer. This bhajan says that bhajan to Lord Shiva, the ocean of mercy, ocean of compassion. And this bhajan is not for the dead, this is for the living soul. This is what the living soul have to sing every day. In the prayer to Lord Shiva. Hare Om Itana to Karna Swami Jab Prana Tan Se Nikale. Itana to Karna Swami Jab Prana Tan Se Nikale. Mukhakara Hara Jab Prana Tan Se Nikale. Itana to Karna Swami Jab Prana Tan Se Nikale. Bhagirati Kachachaho Kashi Kachiramaraghataho. Bhagirati Kachachaho Kashi Kachiramaraghataho. Shiva Parvati Nikataho Jab Prana Tan Se Nikale. Itana to Karna Swami Jab Prana Tan Se Nikale. Shubha Shveta Bhasmayangaho Lipata Hua bhujanga ho, Shubha Shweta Bhasmayanga ho, Lipata Hoa Bhujanga ho, Mata Sati Arjanga ho, Japa Prana Tan Senikale, Itana Tukarana Swami, Japa Prana Tan Senikale, Damaro Trishula Karaho, Katime Bagambaraho, Damaro Trishula Karaho, Katime Bagambaraho, Vaite Vibresha Paraho, Japa Prana Tan Senikale, Itna Tukarana Swami, Japa Prana Tan Senikale, Rudrakshaki Homala, Shivakanta Nayana Jwala, Rudrakshaki Homala, Shivakanta Nayana Jwala, Gale me pare kapala, Japa Prana Tan Senikale, Itna Tukarana Swami, Japa Prana Tan Senikale, Rudraksha mere galaho, Mastak Parbela Jalaho, Rudraksha mere galaho, Mastak Parbela Jalaho, Mukhajan Havika Jalaho, Japa Prana Tan Senikale, Itna Tukarana Swami, Japa Prana Tan Senikale, Yamajota Jabayareho, Sri Lala Shiva Kareho, Yamajota Jabayareho, Sri Lala Shiva Kareho, Hamadhyana me pareho, Japa Prana Tan Senikale, Itna Tukarana Swami, Japa Prana Tan Senikale. The last verse says, this I pray to Lord, show the ocean of mercy, the ocean of compassion. The last verse says, those who understand the Hindi will know the value of this bhajan and the meaning. So learn your Hindi language. Not anybody will fool you very easily and very meaningful. The last verse says, that Rudraksha mere galaho, Mastak Parbela Dalaho. O Lord Shiva, may you bless us all that the Rudraksh mala be into our neck at the last moment, chanting your name. And may we be sitting in your prayer, in your meditation at the time of death. And may the Ganges water be into my mouth at the last moment. This is why you have a lota of water or a glass of water with tulsi leaf or a piece of gold in that, throwing it drop by drop in the mouth of the dying person. Whether it be Ganges water, whether it be pipe water, but it's really the pipe and no water. Sometimes 1 month no water in a village. So when I have Ganges water or tulsi water, I'm throwing drop by drop in the mouth of the dying person. May Hamjana me pare hoja prana chansa nikale. While his soul is leaving this body, O Lord, may I be sitting in your prayer and your meditation at the time of death, by which I shall attain you and become one with you.
You? At this point in time, I just forgot to mention one very good thought. Today, I started with today is a very good day. Today is one of the best days to die, and one of the best days to be disposed of. Only this morning, from around midnight, throughout the entire day today, Sri Ganapati Baba has been surrounded, has been drowned, has been put to rest. And so too, our dear sister, on this auspicious day, the close of Ganesh Utsav, I want to speak for this morning. So we Surawe or Murti at 4 a.m. this morning. And today, many temples have been taken Ganesh Baba throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and the world to Surawe, right? So today is a very, very auspicious moment in her life. To be given that opportunity to go together with Ganapati Baba. Ganapati Baba, Moria. Ganapati Baba, Moria. Ganapati Baba, Moria. Today is very, very auspicious in that momentous time as we lay our dear sister, mother, relative, friend in this journey to her next abode. So good.
Yeah, so as he said, that is okay, very good. But today is the 14th day in the moonlight of Hindi, August. Tomorrow is full moon, tomorrow Hindi, August will finish. And September gone a whole weekend more in English. Tomorrow is 7th of September in English. But tomorrow is the 4th day in September in the Peter Park. Monday, Peter Park starting for 15 days. So her cremation will be doing very good on the 14th day in the moonlight. And tomorrow being full moon. From tomorrow morning, these boys will throw water and blacktail in her name, and the 10 days, and the Bandara and so on, Shroud, everything will be done in the Peter Park, one of the best times. So the best time to death is Peter Park, eh?
Of course.
Very good, very fortunate soul that's going that time. And she, Bandara and 10 days and shaving and everything will be done appropriately in that very Peter Park moment. Will you class hand now, go ahead and I chant voices of prayer, closing prayer. We pray that O most compassionate Lord, Shiva, ocean of mercy, ocean of compassion, whether this soul be bad or good is part and parcel of thine, O Lord, and we pray, may you forgive all omissions and commissions of sin and accept this soul on dry lotus feet, and may you comfort the bereaved family, friends and relatives, and comfort everyone here, and may your peace and blessings be nationwide and universal. Om Karacharana Krisangva Kaya Jang Karma Jangwa Shravana Naina Jangva Mana Sangva Paradam Britsam Sangva Sarva Mecha Chamashwan Jai Jai Karuna Jai Sri Mahadeva Shambho Hari Om Shanti 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 means peace. When you get peace, you get everything you want, nothing else. Boliye Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai, Hare Ma Bhagwan ki jai, Sarva Pitran ki jai. Dhanyavad, thank you. You may have your final view and then we shall move. Have your final view in 5 minutes and we shall move.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, all who would like to take a last view, you're free to do so. We would like to just walk on the eastern side and go around and come back on the western side, so the flow will be easy. Feel free. Miss, do you walk on this? Do you have one-way traffic? Right, will we just please keep moving on? One-way traffic, please. Mr. Carl Durga.
Bye. Krishna
We're sorry for the inconvenience, but we have a particular time to reach at the cremation, and that's why we have so many speeches, and we still have extra time. So we'll hold on the next 10 minutes because if we leave now, we'll still have wait on the road. So might as well remain at the house, right, and the road, right. So those of you who have the rice in your hand, do not wait away, just hold on until when the bus is leaving. But the procession will take place through Popular Road, onto New Colonial, through Ocean Road, onto Flat Road, onto Business Road. We're not passing on this side. week of months. And when I got back to the 10 week, my friend was there. Okay, so you have the more people, you know? Colin and Charles, ready to leave?
Anybody have Miss Umbrella? You have Miss Umbrella. Anybody have Miss Umbrella?